Hi, and welcome everyone. My name is Mark Langford. I am the creator and founder of SideHustelDBL. And today we're going to do a system walkthrough or a demo of all the different functionalities from beginning to end. And without further ado, we're going to jump right in. I'm going to share my screen and just start with the website where you would find your login page. So right up here, you have a sign in, or if you have not signed up, you can click this, find my path, and create an account. So I'm just going to go ahead and click the sign in. And I'm going to come to a page that looks like this. Now, if you have not signed up before, click that down here, the sign up, and it'll take you in to sign up your own account, and we'll start the assessment. So I'm going to sign in and show you what the assessment looks like first. So we'll go back here to my assessment here. And you'll see there's 5 steps to it. So the first one is skills and interests. Then you go through your financial goals, your time and lifestyle preferences, your work preferences, and your comfort zones. I will not walk through all of these today because it's all personalized and you could do this on your own. I'll just show you a couple things. Here, for example, you can import from LinkedIn your profile. So it will update all of your skills and your licenses and so forth. So it's a shortcut for updating all of this information that is requiring up front. And the reason we're collecting all this information because it creates a better match on the back end for your side hustles. It's going to go through and at this point in time, we have almost 1,700 side hustles in the database. Most of them are future focused, meaning that they are just coming online now and they're going to grow. They're not like, hey, go drop ship at Amazon or do dog walking or drive Uber. Those all worked like 10 years ago. So all the side hustles in this database are fairly new and forward focused. So anyway, when you create your profile, it's going to assess everything that you want next and everything your skills and your time and your risk factors and how much you can invest and so forth. So basically, one of the easiest thing to do is to create an upload and just upload from LinkedIn or import your resume, or you can just hit this and have your skills translator. So you can take a job description, throw that in, and it's going to parse out your different skills. So once you complete the dashboard, you will have the opportunity to go and see your matches. And so what this will look like is here, we'll go to the dashboard home. And it generates the matches for you. And you'll see this is the dashboard where you'll have everything. You'll have the discover, build, and launch. But I'm just going to take you to the dashboard real fast. Here are all your matches. So right here, you can see your best fit side hustle matches. These are the ones that are recommended, the ones that match you the best, and also the ones that you decide to put a thumbs up to. As you can see, all of these I have liked. So it tells the algorithm that these are more of the things that I really want to do, even if it has a lower match score like these here. Otherwise, it will give you matches and it'll recommend the first 5, and you can add more to your recommended by literally just clicking the thumbs up button. You can also click the thumbs down button, which means dislike it, don't like it. And when that happens, it will show you. You can click the thumbs down here under the innovative future focused ones, and it will go away and it'll repopulate that specific space with a new side hustle. So you can go through and cycle through different side hustles and like and dislike things so that it can train the algorithm to know exactly what is the best fitting thing for you. Again, now we'll come back to the categories. You have, start here again, you have the best fitting side hustles, you have the innovative future focused side hustles, the passion and purpose driven side hustles, skills and expertise leverage side hustles, lifestyle and practical alignment side hustles, and wealth and growth potential side hustles. And the reason it's categorized out like that is, you might want to make a lot of money for this. So it doesn't really matter if it matches your lifestyle, your skills, or anything. I just want to make a lot of money. So I'm going to go to these side hustles and look at those. And when you click any one of those, what will happen is that will become the active side hustle, and it will come to a side hustle details page like this, and it's going to generate your comprehensive analysis of why this side hustle matches you. Give you a text version of this so you can read through and see the exact match, how it assesses the match to your profile and your assessment. You'll also see market demand and success probability. If you click this, it's going to go out there and it's literally going to calculate everything on the fly. So you can click these things and analyze the demand. You can discover blue ocean opportunities. You give your target audience, look at your competitors, their success analysis. So there's all sorts of stuff that happens from this dashboard here. So I am going to go back and just take a step back and show you what these top level buttons are first, these pull downs. Here we have your matches. That's the page we're on. We have the category, side hustles categorized. So you can click and see all the different categories of side hustles, which I'll show you in a few minutes. We have these side hustle ideas. So these are ideas that match uh, the recommendations that are on your dashboard. So these are other things that might make sense for you. And then you can compare side hustle side to side. If you have your own idea, you can click here and it'll help build out a side hustle and all the plans for that. And it will also look at different niches. A niche is something that is similar to what you're interested in, but it may be something you haven't thought about, and it kind of dreams it up a little bit more for you and looks at different opportunities that maybe nobody else has thought of before. And then we have the market validation, where we go out and we can see how closely your particular idea or your match will meet market demands. So then we have the build function, we have the launch function, the resources function, the community function, help function, and your account. So let's go through this. So this is the discover. So this is the first part of what we do, right? So this is all the discover stuff. And then once we figure out the side hustle that really matches us the best, what we do is we go into the build. So one of the first things you want to make sure is you have the mindset and growth for and are ready to become an entrepreneur and launch this. And if you're not, these particular functions will help you. We go through vision and branding to envision what the product looks like, how you're going to brand it, legal and compliance to make sure that everything is copacetic and that we make sure that your organization is set up and so correctly. And we also have your business planning, financial planning, and marketing planning in this particular phase here. And so then we go to the launch and we create a launch plan for you. It is we start with a 12-week launch plan, and this will give you the exact tasks that you need to accomplished in order to roll your side hustle out. And of course, the all important lead generation is where do you find the customers? How do you market to them? And then we have operations execution, how to set up your operations. Once we have that, how do you manage your customers and your sales? And then once you start getting sales, is you want to make sure your customers are successful and you continue to grow the business there. So, coming back to the discover phase, let's go through some of these specifically. We have your side hustle categories here. Actually, let me go back and I'm going to go to the my matches again. And the reason I want to come back here is I want to activate this side hustle because this has the most information because I've been working on this the most. And so it actually has all the data filled in instead of it's going to calculate the data on the fly, and it's going to take a little more time to fill that in. So remember, after I click that side hustle, it's going to give me more information. It's going to give me the match analysis, why it may be a good fit or not. And down here we have the market demand and success probability. So again, I've already done this. So it's going to show you the market demand already filled out. And here it is, the trending topics, the competitive landscape, market size, growth trajectory, demand signals. And here it's rating the opportunity as 8 out of 10. So basically it's a fairly strong market demand for what this is. And then here's the blue ocean and hidden advantages. So it takes my assessment, it takes all the skills and all the information that I entered into it earlier, and it shows different other opportunities that are like that specific side hustle that is active. So remember, I made the Side Hustle DBL platform active. So ironically, I use this platform to help build the platform. And the reason for that is because it helps me to figure out the marketing, how to set up the operations. And so I don't have to think about that or go out to have you go to AI and try and figure stuff out and use different programs. It's all right here, right? So basically what I'm saying is you have everything that you need to build something, and the platform that you're looking at right now is built using the platform. Okay, so anyway, here's the opportunities. In addition to that, I might want to consider corporate professionals transitioning to freelance work. This is like the Side Hustle DBL platform, niche AI-driven consulting services for entrepreneurs, AI-powered personal branding coaches for freelancers. So these are different things that I may want to consider that are ancillary to my baseline side hustle. And here are my hidden advantages. It is taking my input from my assessment and it's saying, okay, here's why you might be particularly successful in launching this side hustle. So for me, it says your marketing and networking skills, my comprehensive coaching experience, and my adaptive problem solving techniques, and then basically how to leverage that. And then it gives me strategic positioning recommendations. And this is all just in the assessment phase. So you're trying to decide whether the side hustle fits or not. It's just giving you a lot of information so you can make a more informed decision. I'm going to go back to the side hustles detail page. First, we come back to the dashboard. This is our home page, right? This is basically where we're going to launch everything. We go from the discover, build, and launch, and it's all here. And if you don't know what to do next, it'll tell you right here. It says, what's your next best step? So you could say I've been working on this for a while. So I already have the launch plan, the marketing plan, the financial plans, and it's telling me I should really focus on my customer success. So basically, you can click that and it'll take me right to that page so that I could start setting that up. The customer journey, the getting their feedback, setting up loyalty programs, tracking performance. I'm not going to go into that right now because I want to show you more about the discovery. So back to the dashboard and it's going to take me here. So you can see it's active, right? This is telling me that this is the side hustle we're working on because you can switch between these and work on any side hustle that you want and it'll help you compare these things. So let's actually go look and see how these are categorized, some of the different ideas and how we compare those. You can come here and see the categorization of all the different side hustles. And you can see there's 1,645 side hustles right now in the database. That increases by about five or so per day because we have AI agents going out there looking for the best, brightest ideas for side hustles. They come back into a staging area where we look at them and make sure that they are vetted. And then once they pass the vetting, we'll put them into the database. So this number will grow every day. By the time you see this video, we may have well over 2,000 and it'll continue to grow on a daily basis. We can sort the categories down here by alphabetical, most opportunities, the best match to you. So here is all the categorization. There's a lot, and you can just like if you're into holistic health, you click that, and you can view this side hustle right there. It'll give you a quick overview. You could add it to your matches. You can look at the details, and right there, it's again going to do the match analysis. It's going to do the cost breakdown for I'm sorry, the income potential breakdown to see how much you might be able to make per month, the startup costs for this, the hours of time that it would take. Whoops, sorry, it just finished the assessment, so there it is. And then we do the risk level. And it also, there, we'll talk more about this in a second. So you can see it's pretty robust. So you can be anywhere in the platform and you can get to many other parts of the platform very quickly. And if you like anything, you can add it and it'll go right into your top side hustles in your dashboard. So again, let's go back to, actually, now we're going to go to all the side hustle ideas. And this is everything in the database. So if you wanted to, you could scroll through 1,645 side hustles. It would be a lot. Or you can sort here, highest income, lowest startup cost, lowest risk, the most recently added. Or you can just put in something like this. Let's say AI, super. So these are all the AI opportunities. You want to do something with pets. Let's say that. You could put that in. And these are going to be all your pet related side hustles. And basically, what you can do here is do some more research and at a higher level. I can also compare side hustles. This is where the best matches come up. And so you can see there's my number one. And then I want to compare that to upcycled home decor and furniture, artistry, or small business physical space optimization. And right down here, I'm sorry, up here, you'll compare the three. And right across the top, it'll give you the match percentages if you want to explore the niches for those things. And the niche again are those opportunities that may be ancillary to that baseline idea that have something that may be out there that there's some market need that nobody's thought of, right? Down here we have the overview comparison. We have how much you can make, the startup cost, the time, and you can do a very quick comparison, and you can do that for up to 5 side hustles at one time. Throughout the app, the platform, you're going to see that you can print and download things, and so that makes it very easy to take this and then go look at that offline. Coming back to here, let me just show you the quickly, if you have your own idea, what it will do is it's gonna start you here, and you can validate an idea that you have. So if you have something written, you can upload it, and it'll walk you through the steps of creating a side hustle, which it will put back into your matches here. And they'll show up here in my ideas. As you can see, I've created a lot of different side hustles, just ideas and so forth. And then they're put here in this category of my ideas. And then you can work them just like any other side hustle. You can build it, you can build a business plan, you can look at the um, uh, potential opportunity, the competitors, and so forth. So I'm going to go back here again to the Side Hustle DBL because this has the most data in it, and I've already done these things. And as you can see, it's telling me how much money I could probably expect to make if I just start out. Like this is not down the road 5 years. This is like, what your monthly income be in the next 6 months. Then it'll say, okay, here's the cost breakdown. These are the things that you're going to need to buy potentially. So it's just giving you ideas of all the things that are required for that business. And if you think about AI and say, oh, I could do this all in generative AI, I can tell you yes, but you could if you knew how to prompt it and you took hours and you knew how to put the guardrails down and how to save everything. The beauty about this platform versus generative AI is that it's all here. The process is there. It walks you through everything you need. Everything is related to everything else, so you could click through. And that just doesn't happen on generative AI. So you could go out there and you can ask it, oh, hey, what are the best side hustles for me? Guarantee you it's going to be like going up to a person on the street and say, hey, what works for me? And they'll say, well, what do you like to do? And it's going to spit back something that you're interested in already. This discovers hidden opportunities, and it looks at your ideas and your time commitment and your risk tolerance and 47 different factors, right? So any AI program is not going to be able to do that. So it gets in much deeper and much cleaner and much more targeted to what side hustle would best fit you. Coming back to this, so again, we have the income potential, startup costs, time commitment, and this is again going to tell you what you can expect to work on, what's going to take your time, and how much time you can expect to have to put into the side hustle, so that you have a good idea of whether this makes sense for you from a time perspective. And here is your risk. So these are all the risks that it sees for the specific side hustle. As you can see, it's a risk analysis for the side hustle platform. And here it gives you a rating. Is it medium, high, low? And then it gives you mitigation as well, which is kind of cool. It's right there and everything is set up. And again, you get a print and download buttons. So it's all there. All right, so this is the side hustle detail. Remember again that we clicked here from the dashboard and we went into the side hustle detail, which gives us more information about the match analysis, demand out there for that, the success probability. From here, you do all sorts of things. You can start and view your business plan. You can auto generate all the plans in one click. So this is a super powerful function, right? Instead of you going in there and examining each part of the business plan, you can just generate the whole thing. Like and it's just like snapping your fingers and having everything that you need to start the business. Now, don't suggest that because you want to walk through the process so you can see what it's generating, and then you can manually change things or put your specific ideas and so forth in there. Or you can just generate everything at once and come back and update it and so forth. Competitive analysis is a really strong function. So if I click that, it's going to go out there and it's going to go search the competitor. So even though I've done this before, it's going to do this in real time. So you can see my competitors out there, and I could go right to their website. You see the other side hustle people out there, and I could go visit them, see what they're doing. It is programmed so that we'll look at local competition first and then national competition. So, you'll know who your local competitors are. Uh, the ones that are probably the ones you have to deal with first, and then national ones if you have something like some sort of e-commerce program or some sort of app like this where you're going to compete against somebody people at the national level. So here, let me click this. It's going to take a moment or two to come up, and I'll explain as it's working because it's literally going out there and it's taking your idea and saying, well, what other ideas are like this, right? And it's different than the blue ocean. And the blue ocean looks at uh, your specific strengths and so forth. This is not going to take all of that in consideration. It's like these are things that you might want to think about that have to do with your side hustle more than your specific assessment. So here's like remote resilience coach, Plant Pal Pro, okay, senior adventure curator. So these are all things that Hobby Hustlers Hub, and you can look through these on your own. You can start your own business plan, add them to your matches. It'll tell you the market demand very quickly, and it'll give you a skills assessment. So like you can say, yeah, I know how to do that, that, and that, and it'll say how closely you are ready to launch the side hustle. And if you don't have specific skills, and so I'm missing the marketing skills, it's going to go and it's going to analyze where you can get this skill. So in real time, it's going out there and saying, okay, who has the latest and greatest marketing skill programs or courses or curriculum and so forth that you uh, can go take. And then yeah, here it is. So basically, here's how to acquire those skills. And it will tell you how much time it'll take you, where to get those things, how much it's going to cost, and it gives you all the information just like that. So you can go out and acquire the skill that you would need to launch that side hustle. All right, so we let's go back to market validation very quickly because we only touched on that for a moment. It's going to sense the demand, so it's going to say, what's going on out there, who your target audience is, what is their, whether, and you can overwrite this, by the way. That's what I'm saying. You can go this by step and say, well, yeah, I really want to go for people who are younger, older, where they are, what their occupation are. Otherwise, it's going to fill this in for you. It's going to make a guess, a best guess at who your market is based on the demand out there and what it finds out on the web. And it's going to do a psychographic assessment as well as a demographic assessment, and it's going to tell you their values, their lifestyle, pain points, so that you have an avatar, somebody that you can sell to. And again, you can generate this yourself or you can auto generate it here. We showed you the competition here. You could put your own competition in here. So if you know of specific competition, you can set it up. And now you can analyze the competitors, and it's going to look at all of these and tell you which ones are the most going to be the stiffest competition, and the ones you have to maybe not worry so much. So here they are. Competitor number one, Better Up, saying 7 out of 10 in their relative strength. It's saying here's how you can differentiate against that competitor. And it goes through all of these different competitors that you either input or it finds for you. So super powerful. And then the success analysis, again, we looked at this very quickly before. What are your top strengths? What are the red flags you need to look at? Things you might need to validate before building your side hustle, and the feasibility score. And it's gonna look at the specific gaps that you may have. And again, it's telling me that I have all of these, and it would show the gaps that I didn't have if I didn't put that in my assessment. And then the time, it's again, the cost is giving you a quick overview of all of this. And then it's going to give you a break-even analysis and the different components of this opportunity in terms of your competitive edge, the opportunity, your fit and readiness for this, and the financial viability. You can play with this more when you have access to your side hustles, but there's a lot of information here that'll help you make a critical decision of whether go, no go on your side hustle. So that is the discovery functions. I'm kind of going to go back to the dashboard just to show a couple more things. Here are the tips for customizing your side hustle matches. So you can, like I said before, you can thumbs up or thumbs down. It's going to teach the algorithm what you like, what you dislike. You can tune your algorithm and you click that, and you can actually go in and tell it what's most important for you. It's like, hey, you know what? My time availability is really important. So I'm going to put that in the sixth position or eighth position here. And you can move stuff up and down. So it's not going to take these things into account unless you want that the algorithm to do that. So it's going to score the different opportunities based on your top 10 aspects. So that's going to be as part of the assessment, but you can also come in after you've done the assessment and modify this and customize it for you. And then you can save and rerun it. I'm going to cancel this because I don't want it to rerun all of my side hustles again. It'll take a few minutes, and you can do that and just have new side hustles show up that are matching or tailored to the things that you have customized the matching algorithm. All right. So, and again, of course, you could go back to your assessment, change some of the data inputs. You could explore niche variations, or like we talked about before, you can assess your own business idea, which is also on this page. If you scroll down here, you have your own business idea. It's going to show the button here where you can validate it. Then there's something else I'll show you very quickly. This is just a profile of your entrepreneurial readiness and a snapshot of how many side hustles in the database, side hustle categories, how many matches you have, how many business plans. And there are, I won't show you the business plans right now, but this is also where you're going to have an overview of everything you're working on in terms of your business plan. And then down here is once you have a lot of business plans, as you can see, this is going to be, you're going to assess your performance in terms of your growth in your launch capability. So let's go right into the build phase. So let's say we talked about mindset and growth. This is kind of like online coaching. You can talk about what your biggest bugaboos are: time constraint, imposter syndrome, distraction, focus, or mind. And if I don't believe one of these, I can just take it out and it'll go away. And then we can rerun this, and it's going to tell me make daily action steps to address these specific issues that I may have with launching this. And here it gives you some personal affirmations. You can do some mindset coaching. Here's the situation. Here's the recommended resources, and it'll actually take you out to different sites where you can build that mindset. And if that's not enough, you can go and schedule a call with us here, schedule a coaching call, and it'll put you on the calendar. We can talk you through some of that stuff directly. The vision and branding is so once you have your side hustle chosen, you want to build the mission. What is it? What are you trying to do? What is the purpose of your business, and where is it going? And how do you see it being rolled out? And the core values. Again, you can put this in yourself, or it can auto-generate. Say, hey, you might want to think of these things, and then you can modify those things afterwards. So I could go in there and actually change things that it has come up with. And it'll also give you little notes at the bottom of why these things matter. Your value proposition here, it will tell you what your value proposition. Again, you can auto-generate that. Once you auto-generate, you can save it to your business plan. You can talk about your brand identity and your best practices. And here are tools that might help you with the brand, identifying your brand and making it stronger. Here's your positioning, your competitive strategy, your market positioning state, your competitive landscape, all summed up right here, right? And then again, you can auto-generate, you can print, download, and it'll give you some notes here. Finally, hey, what's my elevator pitch? I'm going to talk about this to other people, and it'll give you the opening hook, the talking points, your closing statement, your delivery tips. Again, you can save this to the business plan once you upload it. So let's just take a look at the business plan very quickly because we've mentioned this a few times. The business plan is kind of the mind center, the hub of your side hustle once you choose it. And it'll give you a launch readiness, where you are in terms of discovery, building, and launching. And again, you can go right to the what's next. Hey, what should I do next? If you're confused or aren't sure, it'll tell you what you probably need to work on next. This is a quick overview on a lean canvas model. It gives you a very quick overview. And again, you can download this and print it very easily to share it with partners or whoever you're marketing to, or if you need additional input from people, it'll give them a great summary of what you're doing. And this is the more detailed version down here. So this is the summary version. And down here you have your vision and branding. You have, let's see, there's a lot, a lot of information here. You have your financial projections, which we'll get to in a few minutes. You have your marketing sales blueprint on how you're going to market and sell your product or service. And then you have playbook summaries, like the individual things that you need to do for social media, email marketing, so forth. And again, we'll get to that. How to set up your operations and execute on it, your legal and compliance. And this is all just a centralized place where you can come back and see your whole business in detail, right? And again, this is after you choose your side hustle and you start building the plans. And then you can actually analyze the business plan. It'll go out there and say how good it is or what's missing or needed. So that's the business plan here. Let's skip back up to legal and compliance now. Super important that once we have your side hustle in in view how we're going to set up the business structure, and it will tell you which business structure is probably the best for you. Sole proprietorship, S Corp, LLC, C Corp, and then it'll give you resources here for the SBA, IRS, so forth, that you can go out and see more about what the best corporate structure is for you. It also assess what licensing you might need. It'll talk about the type of you can put in the type of business, the state you're in, the city you're in, and it will tell you, hey, you need these things. So for most businesses, you're going to need an EIN, an employee identification number. So that's at a national level from the government. You're going to need that. And then you click that, go right out to the website and apply. And then there are state specific requirements. The Colorado sales tax license is going to be your state sales tax license. There could be local uh, requirements and things you need to register for or set up for your taxes. So it's going to go out there and find these things for you so that you don't have to worry that you've missed something. And you can go through your progress and see, yes, I've checked this off. And as you can see, as I do these things, it's going to say I've done what I need to do. And even if you don't need to, you can just delete it there to get rid of it. It's like, yeah, it's not applicable for me. Super helpful if you're setting your business up and you want to feel better about making sure that you have complied to all the local, state, and federal requirements. And then here are some contracts. These are basically, they'll generate this for you. So you can just set up the contracts. You're talking to somebody in non-disclosure, you put your stuff in here and it will generate the contract for you. Really helpful and quick. So you don't have to go out and search the internet for these type of things and say, hey, I need this sample contract, this template already there for you. And these contracts, we'll build more of these in as we continue to roll out the platform. So it's going to become more robust and you'll probably find everything that you need. And then further documents, a privacy policy generator, which you're going to need for your website if you have one. And it's going to, this way you don't have to go out again, find a model and so forth. It's going to customize it for you so you can just grab it and put it on your website. And then here's terms of service. So there's usually sub ideas here. And again, it will generate that for you. Okay, so once we have all of that, you could go into your financial projections and scenario plan. You could say, hey, I have a service or I have a product, and then it's going to walk you through setting this stuff up. As you see down here, it's going to change based on the type of thing that you are selling, if it's a product-based, service-based, or a hybrid. And you have your cash flow analysis, you have your break-even analysis. You have your funding analysis if you want to go and get some funding, if you're going to go SBA loan, angel investors, alternative options. And again, it's going to tell you why this would be good. It's going to give you resources for these things that you can go right out to those sites. And it's just so comprehensive that you don't have to go anywhere else but this platform to find all of this stuff. And it's already going to know what you're talking about because we've saved all of this data. It's all going back to the reference point of the business plan based on the side hustle that fits you. And so it's really tailored to what your wants and needs are and what the market is requiring out there as well. So finally, here on the marketing plan, you can see we're going to have your target market. We talked about that a little bit before. It's going to tell you the primary demographics, and it's already all built out for you. And it'll tell you how to read these things if you're not sure what total addressable market is or serviceable available market. How to get specific on this. To build your website, it'll create the content for you. It'll literally take everything that you've got so far and say, hey, here's the things that you should put on your website. This is the best ideas and how to say those things. Playbooks, excuse me. These are your digital marketing playbooks. So you have your social media setup, you have your email marketing launch, you have your basic CEO. And through this, it's going to take you through the steps of creating your SEO. It's going to take you through the steps of setting up your social media. And once you have that, it's all checked off. And it's going to give you recommendations of different tools here as well that will help you. Here you have the different mail, server applications, all right there. Again, it's all in one place. And you have your content calendar. You actually can create content, add it to your calendar, and you can actually start to put this out there and it'll draft all this content for you. As you can see, it's all in draft form. And if I want to, overwrite it, I can. I can schedule it. I can put the status of schedule, published, canceled, and I can start creating some marketing around the side hustle. Okay, so now you've discovered your side hustle, you've built your business plan, your financial plan, your marketing plan, you're all in compliance with legal, and you have your licenses. Now we just got to launch it. So we have your launch plan here. This is going to determine what has to be done on a weekly basis. It'll also talk to you about how much this is going to cost. And so it has generated this for you. It's like, hey, week one, you need to do the market research and persona development. And it'll say all the things you have to do. And then once you do it, you can click it and it'll cross it out, and it will also start to track what your overall launch process is. So watch, I'll take this out, and the process, I'm less, uh, it takes the number down from, there we go. Week two is what I need to do. I need to do my product development planning. Week three, I need to build MVP. Week four, I need to do my testing and feedback. And here again, this it's been created for you based on what it knows you have to do. But you can add your own tasks, right? And you can put your own notes in here. And then let's say you've done it all, you just click that, and of course you can see again the number goes up with how close you are to being able to launch this thing. Then you have your budget tracking. It's going to say, hey, this is all the stuff that you're going to need. You can actually put stuff in here. Say, oh, I need office supplies or whatever else like that. And you can save it, and you can put everything that you're going to spend money on, and you're going to track what you've spent and how much budget is left. And you can auto generate that as well. Lead generation, probably one of the most powerful functions within this platform other than the matching algorithm. And why that is because when any business has to have customers, of course, right? So here you've got your lead generation strategies. It's like, hey, where do you get your leads from? From your online platforms. You're going to want it from LinkedIn and Facebook communities. And it's going to say, well, how do I do that? And it'll tell you how to do that, how much time it's going to take, and how to measure it, and different templates that you can use. All right there. Again, auto-generated for you based on the side hustle and knowing what the market demand is and what your personal strengths and so forth are. So there's your online stuff. You have offline tailored to your particular area. As you can see, is localized. So here it's like I should go to local entrepreneur meetings, and I go to local business networking groups. Here it talks about the content and SEO you should put out there. It talks about your partnerships and referrals to get some affiliates out there, and your quick wins in order to start getting this going. And when you're ready to implement, it's going to say, okay, let's start going to your customer relationship management. So once you're done all of this, it'll take you to the next phase. Customer lead sources, you can tell us about your competitive landscape. But you can bring this. This is already auto-populated because it knows your competitors, but you can also add or remove competitors from this. And your niche market, and it's going to analyze the competitors, and it's going to break down where the competitors are getting customers. So for my particular business, it looks like they come from Reddit, Eventbrite, LinkedIn, Google Ads, YouTube, and it's scoring the value of these leads. So look at this: it's 7 out of 10 versus 6 versus 5, and just give you an assessment of where everybody else is getting their customers. And then you could build a lead market in different ways. You can have mini guide templates. You have email shit. You can email script. You can have a cheat sheet. And so basically, you talk about your target audience. As you can see, it's already filled in. Again, that's the power of this platform. Is it takes data from other places and it automatically fills it in. So you don't have to go back and do that or reprompt AI or whatever else like that. It's all self-contained. It knows who you are. It knows the side hustle. It knows the market, and it doesn't suddenly go off in tangents and tell you stuff that you don't need, like generative AI does. So here you can generate your lead magnets. As you can see, I've generated several here. And it tells me here's for swipe file what I can do, and it'll give me more detail. Step one, this is the content that I can actually put out there. And then it's the call to action, the delivery methods, the promotion ideas. Super, super helpful. And I realize this seems like overwhelming, but you're going to get to this stuff and you're going to want all of this once you have your side hustle built and planned out. And then you're going to have all of this stuff to support you to get your clients. So let's go to operations. We want to make sure that your operations are effective. We want to make sure your business is insured so we can analyze and get insurance recommendations. Who should I talk to? It's going to tell you specific insurers that are going to insure your type of business. What are the tasks that I should delegate? A lot of entrepreneurs get stuck on the little stuff and they spend hours and hours and hours on things that probably aren't the best use of their time. So it's going to tell you what you can delegate and who you can delegate to, and where to find help if you need to delegate to someone to outsource. It'll give you also additional resources here in terms of you might need SurveyMonkey or Canva Pro or MailChimp. It's telling you how much it costs. And again, you can go right out to the website and sign up for these things. It'll give you your software tools, your physical tools, your subscription tools. It's all right there. So it is already knowing what you need. It'll link out to these particular resources, and you can set that up, or you just delete it. No, don't need it. Pop it out of there, and it'll tell you what your monthly cost is going to be. Okay. And then you have your standard operating procedures for client onboarding, service delivery, order fulfillment, customer support, content creation, invoice and payment, and so forth. So all you want to do here is make sure that you have a standard operating procedure for all of these things, meaning that it is repeatable, it is effective, and it can be taken up by somebody else and they'll understand it immediately. So you're always delivering the same high quality of service or product. So you can see here I've got two SOPs defined. The first one here is custom onboarding. It tells me how to onboard everybody and my follow-ups and my quality checkpoints. Pretty comprehensive. And again, I can download that or print that out as well. Once we have all that set up, we want to make sure your customer is successful, right? So we have customer success and growth. So we have a journey map. This is your customer journey map. And again, the platform will generate it for you, knowing everything about you and the side hustle. So it's going to take your customer journey and you can modify it, of course, as with all the other functions. And why it matters, again, is give you some ideas of what's important here. Your feedback, this is to get feedback from people. You could generate email templates. And so this is where you can tune your business by understanding what the market's telling you. Loyalty programs, super important. Referrals, tiered programs, affiliate programs, all these are covered as well. It's going to give you those ideas and the tools that you can use to do that kind of stuff. And then you can track your performance. How you doing? How's your monthly revenue going? New customers, customer retention, that kind of stuff. So we're going to look at this and see how our business is growing over time. And then you have a whole bunch of resources here. If we go to the resources page, this is how to learn and grow your side hustle. And there's articles and videos. There's AI tools. There are AI prompts. We'll have the recorded coaching calls here. And you can search for the specific thing that you're looking for. You can look for specific categories. You're allowed to add a resource. That's one of the best things about this platform as well, is it becomes community, right? So now other people will be adding to this and the database of knowledge will grow over time. To that end, we have a community page. This is where you can talk to other people, see posts of what other people are doing, and you can manage what you actually want to see. You can say, hey, these are the categories I'm really interested in. Only give me articles and ideas and posts from these type of people and thoughts. On top of that, you have your help center, super powerful here. You have your AI assistant asking any question. I can say, let's say, where can I find the business plan? I'm just confused and I'm not sure where to go next. And it's going to assess the question and it's going to give you a direct link that I can link and it's going to take you back to where you need to go. So here's your blueprint and your business plan. So you have that always available to you, your AI assistant. You can contact us directly. If you want some private coaching, you can click here and it's going to go out there and set you up on the calendar. So you can get help with anything that's not clear, or if you want specific coaching on making sure your side hustle gets rolled out well. And let's see. So then you can look at your profile here. You can upgrade and downgrade. It's telling you what your subscription level is. You can view and manage your plans here. You can update your content. You can connect your Google Calendar for your content. You can change your password. You can change like how many hours a week you're going to work quickly. Instead of going back to the assessment, I can quickly go in here and talk about the things that matter the most in terms of my time, my risk assessment, how much money I want to make, my financial goals, and if you want to get out, here you go, you're done. Okay, so that is the overview of the platform. As I mentioned, it's super powerful. It's self-contained. Everything you need is here. It's kind of like a business in a box. And if you've never launched a business before, this platform will help you. It'll go from basically telling what fits you the best to helping you to build it here and then launch it. And again, this is the dashboard. We're going to be able to do all of that. And let me expand all of these. Here you can see if you've never been here before, you start here and you can see all the different steps that you'll take. First, discover, right? And these are correspond to the discovery here, right? So you could look at it here, you could look at it a pull down, but this just gives you a broad 10,000 foot overview of all the steps and the different things that are in there, what to do, how much time it's going to take you. And then after you figure that stuff out, how much time it's going to take to build a business plan, and then how to do all the launching for all of this stuff, and then the resources and the community. And again, you have your categorized side hustle matches, it's just a really easy way to figure out what fits you the best. And then you have the different links here. You can either pin those things, and if you pin it, it's just going to move it up into the category. If you thumbs up, give it a thumbs up, it's going to move it up here into your top ones. So this is going to be the ones that I'm super interested in building out and comparing. And that brings us to the conclusion of the demonstration. If you have more questions, feel free to email me, reach out. I am at mlangford@csynergy.com. No, actually, my new email is mark at SideHustelDBL.com. So it's mark at SideHustelDBL. And if you have anything specifically you want to talk to me about, you can, or you can literally go out there and contact support there. You got tech support, billing inquiries, coaching inquiries, general inquiries, media or podcast requests if you want to have us come on your show, and partnership or JV inquiries if you want to partner with us. Thank you so much for your time today, and I hope you enjoy using Side Hustle DBL.